Greetings and salutations. My name is OJ, as always, and yeah, let's complain a little more, right? So, as I'm sure you all know, the current Dead by Daylight patch is one of the worst in the entire game's history, and I made a big ass video on it. I'm sure a handful of people have seen it by now. It's got like 7,000 views. My biggest video, blah blah blah. And originally, I wasn't really going to talk too much about the update going forward. I was just going to make my video on Night, Skull Merchant, Singularity, and then call it a day until they, got their asses in gear and fixed some stuff. However, some stuff has obviously popped up. I'm sure you've seen videos on it from Scott Jund and Mint Skull about the Streetwise bug. I have mentioned this bug. This is the clip that I showed in my original video. And I don't know how to do this bug, and I'm not going to tell you even if I did know, because no one should be abusing an exploit this bad. But for those who are unaware, basically, through some manner, using Streetwise allows you to gain infinite charges on an item. Infinite charges. You heard that right. I'm sure you can understand how absurd that is. Infinite toolboxes, which allow you to do gens in under a minute. Infinite healing from health kits. Infinite flashlights. To the point that I've seen people using Champion of Light and Fixated along with these infinite flashlights to just, be faster than the killer while holding a flashlight out that never runs out. Yeah, that seems fair, right? So, obviously, this perk is very broken. Very, very broken. Damn near exploit level broken. And as you know, in the game they have a little system called the Killswitch, which by the way is one of the coolest things that I've seen any game do, where they're able to disable a feature from the game. So say say the twins are broken again and they are causing everyone's games to crash. They can disable the twins, everyone can play as normal while they fix it in the background. It's a great system. I wish more games had it. I really do. I really wish more games had the ability to just kind of turn off a character or turn off something that's breaking the game and go fix it in the meantime while everyone can still play it. However, this system is not used at all. This system, I'm beginning to wonder why they even made it. Because, as I said, Streetwise is very, very broken. Damn near exploit-worthy broken. And if we scroll up a little, this has hit Dead by Daylight Twitter. Streetwise does not meet the criteria for a kill switch. It sucks to have to say that plainly, as the last thing I want to do is minimize player concerns or frustrations. The team is aware it's being monitored, but it is not breaking the game. What counts as breaking the game? Because I would argue being able to complete a generator in under a minute, hell, under 30 seconds under certain circumstances, is pretty game-breaking worthy. I'd say having infinite healing from a health kit is game-breaking worthy. Being able to outpace a killer with, infinite flashlights and Champion of Light is game-breaking worthy. All from one perk, mind you. All of those scenarios that I just listed off are all because of Streetwise and nothing else. One of hundreds of perks that they could easily flick a switch, turn off, and get rid of until they can go fix it, but they don't. Why? What is the point in the kill switch if we're not going to use it? This isn't, as you can see on screen, this is a tweet from Scott Jund. It is not a bug you can accidentally do. You have to do a process to achieve it. You have to intentionally get this bug to happen. Which may be part of the reason why they're not disabling it. But that doesn't excuse the fact that people can very easily replicate it and do it in any of their matches and ruin everyone's days. It's not fun for other survivors who maybe actually, want to play a real game and not have it be over in under 5 minutes. And it's not fun for killers for the same situations. Do you know how bad it feels? I mean, ignoring all the issues with fog vials and this and that, even ignoring the fact you can't start a chase as killer unless you hit someone first, ignore all of that. Do you really think it's fun for a killer to load into a match and just barely find one survivor and 3 gens have gone because of this bug? What is the actual reason Streetwise is not kill switch right now? There are 0 reasons. Thank you, Scott Jund. Thanks for the opinion. I mean, I formed this opinion on my own accord, but he's just saying what I'm saying. And it only got worse because, by the way, just gonna preface this, do not send hate to any developer app behavior. I need to say that very carefully. do not send hate to any specific developer at behavior. Do what I do, where you kind of just like tear the company's reputation in half, because just say behavior. Just say behavior sucks. Because honestly, with this patch, I would argue that they do in big strides. But obviously this person said this, and it only got worse yesterday when they went ahead and said this. Streetwise does not meet Killswitch criteria. There are much worse bugs right now that no one is asking me about that affect things a lot worse. We are keeping an eye on it. Streetwise does not meet Killswitch criteria. So what does? What does truly meet Killswitch criteria? Because apparently the Nemesis, at some point in time, Nemesis was disabled. He was killswitched. This is all because Save the Best for Last, the perk that makes it so your basic attacks recover quicker, was affecting his tentacle. But instead of disabling that one perk, they disabled the entire killer. And it was just a small interaction. But Streetwise, a perk that is accessible to every survivor, all 4 of them, and can give them infinite charges of any item they so wish, it could be even the strongest item in the entire game, is not killswitch worthy. What is? What? And as Gorajira says, it's not a competition. There are much worse bugs right now that no one is asking me about. Yeah, there are a lot of worse bugs. And some of them are caused by fog vials, which, by the way, are also not kill-switched. Fog vials are the thing that are stopping chases, stopping chase music from playing. And although, by the way, this is the Killswitch Masterless, although they have said that they, put out a fix to address the mechanic, it's still happening. It's still happening en masse. So it didn't really work, did it? And so Killswitch worthy, right? Game map caused people to crash. But ending a game in under 5 minutes with this perk is not Killswitch worthy. I understand crashing is, a bit worse than just, finishing a game really quickly. But I just don't understand. What are we doing? What are we doing? Killswitch is not a fix. Killswitch is designed to get rid of the problem while you fix it. It's not that hard to understand. It's so clear what the point of a kill switch is, right? Well, I would hope that was the idea behind the kill switch. You get rid of something while you go fix it in the background. That's fantastic. That's a fantastic thing. I wish more games had it, as I said. But why are we not using it? Why is it like this last minute decision, end all be all final destination for an issue? Well, you've disabled things for less. Baimar, the male half of the bards, he had one of his cosmetics made it so that his audio was, unhearable. He was completely silent. That was killswitch worthy for the character or the cosmetic. I think it was the character or the cosmetics, one of the two. So him being, having no audio whatsoever is killswitch worthy. But a game that is breaking, or a perk that is breaking the game as we speak right now, you can go do it yourself right now. I'm not going to tell you how, because I don't know, and I don't want you doing it, because I will be very disappointed. But you can do it. You can go do it right now. Right now. You can break the game. Just like that. And they're okay with it. Seemingly. Not them specifically. Behavior. Behavior seems to be quite okay with it. And then there were, more answers. Community sentiment or feedback is 100% not a part of Killswitch criteria. Why not? I genuinely don't understand why it isn't, considering that, a lot of the time when people complain about stuff to be Killswitch, they're usually right. Obviously, on the rare occasion, they can be wrong, but most of the time, I'd say they're right. Trickster causing people to have epileptic fits and basically killing them. That was Killswitch worthy. And people complained very, very loudly about that, and they did killswitch it to their credit. But other responses, if the game cannot be completed normally and is broken by a bug, it is killswitched. Hey, fun fact, completing a game in under 5 minutes because of this perk and infinite toolboxes and the such is not completing a game normally. Not at all, in any circumstance. And game breaking means breaking the game, making it unplayable. Okay, just repeat yourself. Again, no hate to this person. Do not send hate to this person. Please do not. I will be very disappointed in you and very unhappy. What I'm saying is that we'd have to kill switch 8 things right now that also fall into Streetwise's bug category, and that's not a thing we're gonna do. Why not? Why not? Genuinely. Why not? Kill switch Fog Vials, kill switch Streetwise. There's probably so much more. I'm not kidding. I think, like, this is just mind-boggling. I don't even know what to say. I'm genuinely, like, flabbergasted. I was going to kind of just stop with my 40-minute long video and call it a day. I was like, you know, I covered basically everything. I probably could have spent more time talking about the tile or the new map in huge quotation marks. But besides that, I was very happy with that video, and I'm glad people seem to be in agreement with me. But this is even worse. I don't have to make a video, but this is so bad. This is an example of what I was complaining about. Why are they just not using the kill switch? Why are we just letting stuff like this run rampant? Free will. I've seen people in games literally got level 1 Streetwise. They prestiged Nia just to abuse this perk. Or just to abuse this exploit. Because it is that strong. It is that game breaking. But apparently, it's not kill switch worthy enough. Then what is? What is the point in the kill switch? Okay, as the thumbnail says, what does he even do? What does the kill switch do if it's not to remove game breaking exploit level shit from the game? What does it do then? Can anyone answer that for me? Like, I'm just lost. This is just kill switch is a nuclear option. Yeah, because Bimar having no audio is like nuclear level threat, or Nemesis's tentacle recovering quicker is a nuclear level threat. You could have just disabled save the best for last. You could have just disabled the perk until you figured out how it interacts with Nemesis instead of getting rid of the killer. Like, like, what is your problem? Kill switch is not a fix. No, but the point of the kill switch is that you can get rid of the problem while you fix it. Which is, that's a great thing. Imagine if in Overwatch, right, Genji had a problem where his shurikens were magically homing in on people. They could disable Genji, go fix the problem, and then bring him back nice as new. That would be awesome. That would be great. I feel like no one would complain outside of, you know, people who one-trick Genji. But even they would be like, I would hope, in the situation, they'd be like, yeah, that's a bit overpowered. It's fine for him to be disabled for a little bit. I'm not going to list every bug right now, yeah, because there's 7 billion of them. This is one of the buggiest patches ever. I just think it's interesting Streetwise has been drawing the most attention. I think it is a little... I kind of get what they mean. It is a little interesting that Streetwise is drawing the most attention. But I feel like it's the most obvious and easily showable issue. Like, the chase is not working. That's really bad. Like, that is... I would argue that's the worst bug in this patch, because it genuinely breaks the main gameplay mechanic of the game. That is very, very bad. I'd argue the Fog Vial chase turn-off thing is the worst bug in the patch, because it, you know, disables the main mechanic of the game. It disables the gameplay loop. But Streetwise is, like, right behind it. They are, like, neck and neck for the worst bugs in this patch. So what is worse than the Streetwise? What is worse than Streetwise? Is it the bugs with Dracula that haven't been fixed in 5 months? You know, the ones where he, like, flies through the ceiling and goes out of bounds? You know, a killer that people are paying real money for? Oh, and for those on PC who are paying real money for Nia, they get this overpowered... I'm just lost. I'm lost. Streetwise is barely being used, and it's not the worst bug we have right now. What do you mean it's not being used? Everyone's using it. It's unbelievably strong. It's so easy to use as well. That's the worst part. If it was like you had to jump through 20 hoops and crouch 80 times and do the Konami code, then yeah, sure, maybe people wouldn't actually go through that many hoops for, you know, that overpowered an ability. But it's not difficult. From the sounds of it, and from what I know, it's not difficult to activate. It's so easy to do, and it's so beneficial for survivors. Why is this, like, it's not, I don't want to make this like a us versus them thing, but why was Nemesis disabled? for his tentacle recovering quicker with save the best for last. But this perk allowing all survivors to become gods and to complete the game and become infinitely healing and infinite flashlights, infinite this, infinite that. How is that not Killswitch worthy? How is Nemesis's situation Killswitch worthy, but not this one? Excuse you? Like, there's more here. Truthfully, no one should have been told about the Killswitch. You didn't want to tell people about one of the best mechanics I've ever seen a game develop. Huh? What? Why? It's just stupid. If the game cannot be completed normally and is broken by a bug, it's Killswitched. Sure. Reportable and bannable for exploiting using Streetwise is not bannable. Even though you have to intentionally go ahead and do it, and, you know, you get such a massive benefit. Like, what are we doing? Genuinely. I'm just so unbelievably disappointed in how all of this is being handled. Like, this just patch, full stop. It's just, all of these issues were presumably on the PCB, and I'm sure many people told Behavior that was the case. They didn't do anything about it, and now all of it's gone to live with even more bugs, like new stuff that wasn't in the PTB. And now we're just sat here and told to kind of like take it. Like, this is embarrassing. This is horrible. This is awful. No other company with a multiplayer game, a live service game this big, would ever be allowed to do something like this. Overwatch has never done anything this bad. I've never had in my how many years? Almost 10 years of playing Overwatch, seen a patch this bad or buggy. I've never, in all of my years of playing Fortnite, never seen a patch this bad and buggy. It is just DeadByDaylight who manages consistently, again and again, to do awful patches with horrible changes, unbelievable amounts of bugs, and then proceed to say, oh, our mechanic, which is revolutionary and allows us to disable things that are breaking the game as we speak currently, we're not going to use it. Nah, it's not that bad. Don't worry about it. What? I'm just so tired. It's awful. I've never seen community sentiment this low in a very long time. No one's happy. I don't know a single person that's happy. Fans of The Walking Dead are upset because their chapter was lazily handled in an embarrassing fashion. Anyone that plays the game just day by day and didn't actually care about Walking Dead, they're not happy because the game's broken. I can't even play it. Even if I wanted to make more videos in my little DBDathon series, I can't even do that because I can't slot chases. My game is stuttering at the arse. Like, the performance has just dropped off the face of the planet. I know Scott Jund had been experiencing similar things, and now he's moved on to just playing, like, Resident Evil 3, which I can't blame him. All of these DeadByDaylight content creators are just like, you know, I'm not going to play the game right now. I'm sick and tired. I'm going to go do something else. Like, some of these people play DeadByDaylight for a living. Like, their living is this game, and they're just going, nah, I don't want to do it no more. I can't blame them. I can't. I would too. I am. Like, after I do my videos on Skull Merchant and Singularity, unless they get their shit in gear and they actually, you know, do something, actually, you know, fix the game and actually let me chase people without stuttering 20 times, or actually, you know, even chase people to begin with, I'm just going to move to Overwatch. I'm just going to do videos on Overwatch characters. I think I've found my niche in doing character analysis / breakdowns. I'm not very good at the analysis part, but still, this is terrible. This is awful. This is absolutely awful, and I'm sure all of you can understand why. This is one of the worst patches ever in the game's history, and Behavior, I'm going to say this straight to you, the company, you should be ashamed of yourself for releasing a patch in this state this badly, especially when it's a license attached to it that so many people have been waiting and caring for. I'm not one of them personally, but I know people are. There was people in my comment section saying that they're just upset about how The Walking Dead has come alongside this, because, I mean, if we're going to ignore the fact how lazily it was handled, the patch is still terrible. Like, no matter what we look at, this patch is terrible. all of this with the Killswitch stuff, and never, as this person says right here, they better not ask us to vote for Labour of Love again like they did last year. It is unacceptable. This sort of situation is unacceptable, and I'm not going to play. I already said it in my previous video. I'm not playing this game until it's actually fixed and they get their shit in gear. I'm going to go to Overwatch videos once I'm done with the Singularity video, and yeah, let me know what you think of the situation. I'm sure you're all going to be very, very passionate and very angry, just like I am. Well, I'm not angry, I'm more just annoyed beyond belief, tired, bummed, any other word like that. But anyways, I hope you have a good evening, afternoon, morning, etc. And like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed my rambles again. And yeah, I'll see you in tomorrow's video where I talk about Skull Merchant, which I'm just going to complain even more in that one. Well, complain in a way where I feel bad for her. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.